Hi students and welcome to the class. The first thing you need to do is you need to go to aplusstudents.com. Once you're on aplusstudents.com, you need to select math as your subject. This is a one, grade 1 maths lesson. Just a moment please. Grade 1, and the name of the topic is subtraction. Okay, I'll give you the chapter number and the lesson number. So the chapter number is 5 and the lesson number is 9. Chapter number 5 and the lesson number is 9. The name of the lesson is Subtraction Facts. Subtraction Facts, okay. And we would be looking at numbers up to 18. Okay, we will try to solve questions with the numbers up to 18. Let's go to the website, the subject, grade 1, subtraction, that is chapter number 5, lesson number 9. So let's start off with the first question. Let's see what we can do over here. Okay, so let's pick up the last question. It says subtract 10 minus 7. Okay, so it's a 2-digit number now. Okay, so when we are doing this, what we can say is if we need to subtract 10 minus 7, the difference was that previously we were doing it from 1-digit numbers. Agreed? Now we are trying to do it through 2-digit numbers. We know that the positions over here are, this is the ones and these are the tens, right? Do we agree? We know that we need to first subtract the ones, but we know that the upper number in the ones is smaller than the lower number. 0 is smaller than 7, right? So we cannot subtract 7 from a 0, right? So what we do is we carry a 7 or carry the 1, right? See, this was tens was 1 over here. We subtract 1 from this and we carry it over here. Okay, this becomes a 0 because it gives away the 1 to the tens gives away the number 1 to the ones category. Now this number becomes 10, simply 10. And we know that 10 minus 7 was 3 and 0 comes as it is. And we say the difference is 3. Agreed? Any questions up till now? If there are any questions, please do let me know. As the questions would get difficult, I'll explain them further, okay? So the next question, let's see. The next question says subtract 14 minus 6, okay? First, let's try this question differently. Let's first do 16 minus 4 and then we will do 14 minus 6, okay? Let me swap these places. 16 minus 4. If we can understand 16 minus 4, then 14 minus 6 would be very easy for us as well. This is our question number 2. We know that these were the ones and these were the tens. Agreed? So in the ones, can we subtract 6 minus 4? 6 minus 4 was possible, right? Because 6 is a bigger number compared to 4. 6 minus 4 would be 2. And since there is only one ones, we write the one as it is. So we say that the difference is 12. That the difference between the numbers 16 and 4 was 12. Agreed? So let's do this question again with a different change in values, right? We know that 16 minus 4 was 12. But what happens when we do 14 minus 6? Okay? So what we need to see, remember, is the first column would be for ones and this would for tens. Agreed? Let's see how we can solve this. Okay. For the ones, can we subtract 6 from 4? Can we say that 4 minus 6? Is it possible? We know that 6 minus 4 was possible in previous question, right? Because 6 was a larger number. But in this case, is 4 minus 6 possible? No, because 4 is a smaller number, right? A smaller number cannot subtract a larger number. So what we do is we carry from the tens. The 10 has, in this case, 1 tens, right? So the 10 will give away its 10. Okay. It would give away the 1 over here. And this was 1, it becomes a 0. So what is 14 minus 6? It's very easy. If we don't know, we can also write this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We need to find 14 minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are left with 8. Agreed? So we can say the difference is okay. Let's try the same question, okay, with a little difference. Okay, let's have a look. The next question says 13 minus 5. Just a moment, please. Hi, Precious. Welcome to the class. So the next question was 13 minus 5. So in order to do 13 minus 5, let's see what are the possibilities. You don't have to write the ones, tens, these headings, right? You just need to remember that this category was the ones and these were the tens. You just need to remember. Okay. So in this case, can we subtract 5 from 3? Can 3 minus 5? That is not possible, right? So in the ones, the subtraction is not possible. So what we do is we borrow 1 tens. 1 tens comes over here. This was 1. It lessens by 1. It becomes a 0. So what is 13 minus 5? Okay. If we need to subtract 13 minus 5, I will tell you another way. Okay. What I do is 5 plus 5, I know is 10, right? This is easy for us. 5 plus 5 would be 10. But if we need to make it 13, so we add 3. Now the total is 13, right? If I had to subtract a 5, can I just remove a 5 and I say, what am I left with? I'm left with 8, right? We can always break the number. Okay, so the difference of 13 minus 5 was 8, and we can write the difference is 8. Agreed? Okay, let's see if they have a number in which, okay, let's see. I'll change the next question, and the next question says subtract 11 minus 3, right? So let me change this 11 into 21. Okay, let's make this 21. Question number 5. Can we subtract 1 from 3? This was ones, and these were the tens, right? Okay, do we agree? See, in the ones, what we see is 1 cannot subtract a 3. Okay, so what we do is, we know that 1 is smaller than 3, so we cannot do the subtraction. So what we do is, we borrow from the tens. When we borrow from the tens, this was 2, it is reduced by 1, and 1 is carried over here. So what is 11 minus 3? What is 11 minus 3? 11 minus 3 would be 8. Okay, thank you. 11 minus 3 would be 8. Since this one was here, it was not a 0. This one also comes down. Okay. In the previous example, question number 3, this was a 0. So we don't write a 0, right? But in this case, it was a 1. So we have to write the 1. And we can say the difference is 18, right? Or we can write the statements 21 minus 3 was 18, or we can write 21 minus 18 would be equals to 3. Okay, these are subtraction facts. You subtract either of these numbers, the answer would be the other number. Let's have a look at a similar example. Okay, let's say the next question says, okay, the question number 6 says 12 minus 8. This is like question number 6. So when we need to subtract 8 from 12, we break the number into ones and tens. We know these were the ones and these were the tens. Agreed? So in the category of ones, can 2 subtract an 8, or can 8 be subtracted from 2? Can 8 be subtracted from 2? Yeah. We know that 2 is a smaller number. Crinsley? Oh, okay. I'm saying, yes, the answer is 4. That's perfect. Okay. So what we do is, we can simply write a 4, or what we do is, okay, in this case, you got the answer directly, right? Because we know that 12 minus 8 would be 4. But let's suppose if the number is a huge number. Let's suppose the number was, I'm just changing the numbers so that we can understand the steps. If the number was 30, okay, 26 minus 8. This was question number 7. In this case, we simply know that 12 minus 8 was 4, or 12 minus 4 was 8, right? Let's try question number 7. What can we do in question number 7? See, in this case, we have to carry. Carry means borrowing. This was the ones, and these are the tens. 6 cannot subtract an 8. So we carry 1 tens. We take 1 tens from here. This was 2. This is left with 1. Agreed? There were 2 tens. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Nate. See, there were 2 tens. So 1 10 goes to, the value of 10 goes to the ones. That means this becomes 16. And we know that 16 minus 8 is, and this one is carried down as it is. So we can say, sorry, and we can say that the difference is, the difference is 20, sorry, 18. Thank you, Nate. Okay, there's another way. Okay. Okay, there's another way how you can write the same question. Okay, I'm just showing you how we can write this question differently. What I did was I wrote the ones and the tens, right? What you can also do is, rather than writing the ones and the tens, okay, you simply check whether these numbers, the first two numbers in the one position, can they be subtracted? 2 minus 8 is not possible, right? So what we do is we simply reduce this by 1, this becomes a 0, and we write a 10 over here. Okay, because 10 was carried. So 10 plus 2 was 12. 12 minus 8 was 4. Okay, rather than just simply writing a 1, you can write a 10 as well. It's the same thing. Okay, it would be same. Okay, moving ahead, we can say the difference is 4. Okay, this was subtract, and this was question number 8. Okay, thank you. I would try to give multiple ways to do a question, right? That's what I'm trying to do over here, trying to create different ways to do a single question. Okay, okay, for the next question, that is subtract 10 minus 4. It's very easy, very convenient. We can do it on our fingertips, right? Question number 9. 10 minus 4 should be, what is 10 minus 4? Very simple. We know, yes, thank you. We know that it should be 10 fingertips. You close 4. How many are left open? 4 are left open, right? So we can do it directly because it's a very small number. Or what we can do is, we know these. Yes, thank you, Translate. These were the ones and these were the tens. we carry 1 from the tens. If this was 1, it becomes a 0, and we carry a 10 over here. So 10 minus 4, thank you, Prinsley, would be 6, and this 0 stays as it is. So we can say the difference of these two numbers is 6, or we can write 10 minus 6 would be equals to 4, or if we swap the places of 6 and 4, it would still be the same, right? Thank you. Let's have a look at another example. For the next question, it says, just a moment, please. Let me copy. Subtract, sorry, 14 minus 8. Okay, let's say this is a question given to us. And let's make a copy of this. Let's do another. And let's make this 18 minus 14 first. Okay. If I would do 18 minus 14 first. Let's say this was question number 10 and this was question number 11. Let's try to do question number 11 first. Then we'll come back to question number 10. In question number 11, we know that these were the ones, these were the tens, right? But when we look at ones, we know that 8 is already greater than 4, right? This 8 was greater than 4. So 8 minus 4 would be 4. And if there is nothing over here, it's a 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. So Nate, we are subtracting. Okay, typing error, I think. So we can say the difference is 14. Okay, yes, I know it's typing. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, Precious. See, thank you, Prinsley. I could have made this numbers any number, 58 or anything. But what we are trying to do is, we are trying to do numbers up to 18, right? So we are not trying to create a very big difference. We are just trying to create a small difference, okay? That is less than 18. Okay. Once we look at question number 10, we know that these were the ones, these were the tens, right? But in this case, when we look at this, we can say that 4 cannot subtract an 8 because 4 is a smaller number, unlike question number 11. So what do we need to do? We carry 1 tens, and this was 1, it becomes a 0. 14 minus 8 would be, can I write 14 is equals to 10 plus 4 is equals to 14? Can I write this? Right? If we subtract 8 over here, how much are left? 2 plus 4. And this total would come out to be 6. Agreed? Do we agree? So can we say over here 14 minus 8 would be 6, and we can say the difference is 6. Precious, how can 14 minus 1 be equals to? I think typing error. 14 minus 0 is equals to 14, right? I think it's a typing error. Please confirm. Okay. For the next question, if it says subtract 15 minus 9. Question number 12. If we need to subtract 15 minus 9, let me make another copy of this, and then we'll do 19 minus 5, okay? Question number 13. I prefer using this. 2. Okay, we are looking at either of these possibilities. So question number 12 says 15 minus 9. We know that when we look at the category of ones and tens, so in the ones, 5 cannot subtract. 5 cannot subtract, right? You cannot subtract 9 from 5. So what we have to do is we need to carry 1 from the tens. It becomes 15. And 15 minus 9 would be, can I write 15 as 10 plus 5 is equals to 15? If from the 10 I minus a 9, 10 minus 9 is 1, and this should be the leftover. That should be 6. Agreed? Okay. So we can say the difference, I say me, is 6. Okay. Let's try the same logic on question number 13. So in question number 13, do we need to worry about the ones and tens? Yes, thank you. In question number 13, do we need to worry about the ones and tens? Do we need to carry? We do not have to carry. Why? Because 9 is already greater than 5. So we can simply subtract. 9 minus 5 would be 4, right? Sorry. 9 minus 5 was 4, and 1 is carried as it is. So we can say the difference of the numbers is 14. Okay. Let's try the same with the change in the values. If I say this was not 1, but 2. Okay. Yes, thank you, user. Okay. So the question number 14 says subtract. Let's copy this. The question number 14 says subtract these values. So let's see in this case. In this case, like question number 12, it's very similar as question number 12. Can we say the value at the ones, 5 is smaller than 9, right? So 9 cannot be subtracted from 5. Agreed? So what we do is we try to carry 1. There are 2 values of tens, right? So we take 1 value of tens over here, and this 2 is reduced by 1, it becomes 1. So can we say 15 minus 9? Okay, let's do 15 minus 9. 15 can be written as 10 plus 5. If we minus 9, that means 1 plus 5, it should be 6, right? Which we already did over here. 15 minus 9, right? We've done. Then it comes out to be 15 minus 9 is 6. And there was 1 tens left. This is 1 tens left. And we can say the difference is 16. Okay. Thank you, user. Let me try to make it a little more difficult. Okay, just a moment, please. Now, rather than 25, I would try to use a different number, okay, a bigger number. I'll just change the number over here. Just a moment, please. Rather than 15, I would use a bigger number such that let's say if the number was given as 33. Okay. So what we need to do in question number 15 is 33 minus 9. Okay. So when we are doing 33 minus 9, what we need to see is that the ones, these are the ones, right? And these were the tens. The value in the ones, 3 is less than 9. Agreed? So 3 cannot minus 9, right? Or 9 cannot be subtracted from 3. So we carry from the tens. There were 3 tens. Agreed? So we take 110, it becomes 2. And the one that we took, we put it over here. Okay. Now the ones have 13 ones. 13 ones minus 9 is possible. 13 ones minus 9 would be 4. Agreed? And there was 1 twos. So we simply write 2 over here. Okay. So we can say the difference is 24. Okay. Thank you so much. In the next question, I will try to do an error. Please find my error. Okay. Please try to find my mistake. If I have done a mistake, let me know I have done a mistake. Okay. Okay. The next question is here. I'll change the values. Please wait. Okay. We are just looking at larger, bigger numbers now. I will try to make a mistake over here. Question number 16. If I made a mistake, please let me know. And that should be, this was ones, these were tens, right? So 1 cannot subtract a 9. 1 is smaller than 9. So what we do is we carry 1. These were 5 tens, it becomes 4 tens, it's 11. 11 minus 9 is 3 or 2. Oh yes, 3. And there were 4 tens, we write 4 over here. So is my answer correct? Okay. Is the answer correct? Yes or no? Can I have 5? Think again. It's 11 minus 9, right? I said 3 on purpose. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, user, and thank you, Sebi. What I did was I said 3 and I wrote a 2. That's the correct, right? Please verify again. 11 minus 9 is always 2. My answer is correct, right? Do we agree? Prinsley? Nate? Okay, thank you, Semi. How about you, user? Do we agree? The answer is 42. Because 11 minus 9 is 2 and 4 comes as it is. Okay, let's have a look at another example. I would do more questions, but I want to practice more. Okay, let's say, okay, let's do this quickly. For the next question, it says, I'll try to make 2-3 questions out of this. Okay, it is given as 17 minus 8. This is our question number 17. So we know that these were the ones, these were the tens. 7 minus 8 is not possible, therefore we carry. This was 1 once, it becomes 0. This is 17 minus 8. So can I write 17 should be equals to 10 plus 7? And if I subtract 8 from 10, I know this would be 2. That means 2 plus 7 should be 9. Agreed? So this comes out to be 9. And I simply write the difference is okay. Thank you, user. Considering the same question with different values, if I swap the place of 7 and 8, okay, I just simply swap the positions 8 and 7. So how difficult the question would be for us now? This was, let's suppose this was 18 minus 7. Shouldn't be difficult. Why? Because the ones, the number in the ones and tens, 8 is greater than 7. It's okay, Nate. Wait, just look over here. 8 minus, we can do 8 minus 7. That would be 1. And this 1 from the tens comes as it is, right? So we can simply say the difference is 11. Okay, let me just make one more question a little more difficult. Then we will try to do the test. In question number 19, if I say this question was given as 23. If we need to subtract 23, yes, thank you. What is 23 minus 8? We can see that we cannot subtract 8 from 3, right? Because once we look at the ones and the tens, 3 is smaller than 8. So we carry. There were 2 tens. So we leave 1 10 and we give 1 10 to the ones over here. Okay. So how many ones are there? There are 13 ones. And there are 13 ones. And from 13 ones, we subtract an 8, right? So 13 ones minus 8 would be 5. Agreed? And this would be 1 comes down as it is. Okay? Thank you, user. We can say the difference is 15. Okay? Thank you so much. Let's do some questions from the test. And let's see if we understood some things. Just a moment, please. I need to go back. Grade 1, chapter number 5, lesson number 9, test. The first question says, quite simple, but we still need to do, subtract this is question number 1 from the test. Let's say this is question number 1 from the test. So what should be the answer for question number 1? Semi, don't. Sebi, what should be the answer? 10 minus 7 should be which option? A, B, C, D? Can I have the answer to this question? Yes, thank you, Grinsley. Thank you, Semi. Let's see the next question. That is question number 2. This was 3. (15 minus 8 should be 15 minus 8 should be. Can I have the answer? Meanwhile, I'll copy the next question. Thank you so much, Grinsley. That would be 7. Perfect. Let's have a look at the next question. The next question says 11 minus 8. And we need to find the value of 11 minus 8. Thank you, Semis. Thank you, Aiken. Thank you, Gridsley. What is 11 minus 8? (11 minus 8 would be question number 4. What should be the answer? Of course, sorry, question number 3. 11 minus, let's do question number 3 first. Yes, thank you so much. But if you're saying it's a 4, right? Then it should be true the other way around also, right? If you're saying the answer is if, this is wrong, right? But let's see. If 11 minus 8 was 4, if we are saying it is not, then 11 minus 4 should also be equals to 8. Or if we add the numbers 4 plus 8, it should be 11. It's not 11, right? Yes, typing error. Okay, that means it has to be 3. Thank you. We can always cross-check our answer by adding in this question number 4. 5 plus the option we think is the correct, okay? Whichever option that would be. How about question number 4? 13 minus 5. Oh, great. Thank you. That's 8 is the perfect answer. Okay. How can we cross-check? We can cross-check by adding these two numbers. If I add 5 plus 8, it should come out to be 13, right? So we are done with a few questions. Okay, that was 8. Please do try more questions, okay? Please do try more questions as for your practice so that you have a perfect understanding of this topic. Okay, thank you so much for being there. Take care. Have a nice day. Okay.